No, you didn't, man. Free lawn mowing videos. Rising up and you sucked on that warm black rug dingus. What the hell is wrong with you? Are there any new ones? Imagine trying to sell your home with this nightmare neighbor.
So, for the past 2 years, I think the lady moved away. She hasn't mowed it. The city's mowed it once. It was over a year ago, so this is at least a year's growth. I feel bad for, obviously, the neighbors on this cul-de-sac. I hear one of them is going to put their house on the market, and it's got to be tough
Trying
to
to
sell your house.
Thank you.
Trying to
Spilled
sell
coffee
it
on
right
the
next
floor.
to this.
Yeah.
So have they been able to contact this lady at all?
No, no one knows how to contact her.
Weird.
Am I insane? I don't notice when people's stuff is overgrown. It literally does not register in my brain. You know, I'll see like a really nicely kept house and I'm like, wow, that looks nice. And then I see something that's like overgrown and decrepit and it doesn't register. I have no thoughts about it.
I mean, sure, the city has something on her, but I mean, none of the neighbors know how to contact her.
Because it looks
She
like
was
the
really-
house itself is kept up with.
Yes and no. Apparently, there's even furniture still inside. I mean, she just left
Wow.
from what we can tell.
I wonder why. This just
Yeah, nobody knows.
It's so weird.
Can you
I saw that
imagine
the AC was
just
on still,
abandoning
too.
a house
Really?
Yeah,
in this
compressor
economy?
was-
Oh my gosh.
was spinning the other
So,
day. So.
well, I guess that's a good thing. I can't imagine what the inside would be.
All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate
absolutely.
you letting me
Yep.
know about it because
Sure. but
Wow.
this is
Sounds
so
like a free
outrageous.
house.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it really
spend
is.
3.
Chad, if you can squat on somebody's abandoned property, I endorse it. You have my blessing. I think it's genuinely fucked up. When people just let properties sit and rot. It's like you can't, it's illegal. I think you should take over other people's houses. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. You can do the squatters' rights. You can take over their property because they abandoned it for so long. You can't in Texas. It depends on the state. There's some states where if you stay long enough, you can just, and if you're paying taxes and stuff on the land, you can just take over. I think you should do that. Common Pippa L take. I don't think it's an L. I think finders keepers, losers weepers. You left your property abandoned for the 2-year. I think it's 2. Is it 2 years? I think it's 2 years in most places. If you leave property abandoned, 7? Is it 7? 5+. If you leave it abandoned for 5+ years, 5 to 7 years, and somebody else is like taking care of it for you and squatting in it, fuck you, man. That's their property now. Losers, weepers. If you're gone for that long, you lost it. Amen. Racing Inaba, thank you. Total landlord death. Okay, I wouldn't go that far. I just think it's ridiculous how people will... You know, I fucking hate shit like Airbnb. I don't like it. I feel like it has completely destroyed future generations from being able to own their own houses. And it's... I don't know, it's just fucked up. It's fucked up. Airbnb is nice. I like Airbnb as like a... Somebody has like a little shed in their backyard or whatever the fuck. Or somebody's going to be away on vacation and they want to basically have a house sitter. But the fact that people literally make a business out of buying up property and then to leave it empty and just Airbnb it, it's like, what? What, man? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with society? How is this allowed? Binary goes in you. How do you pay taxes on land you don't own anyway? Can I just start paying taxes on any property I want and get it that way? I don't know. I would look up how other squatters did it. Table note, thank you. That figures when you leave town for a while and now Fed addicts get to keep your house because they broke in. You left town for 5 years? If you leave town for 5 years and you're not doing anything with your property, you know, like that's kind of... You left for 5 years, 5 to 7 years. John in English, thank you. So many abandoned properties in my old neighborhood. Being able to take a place like that is not only a right, but necessary. KDE, thank you. Hey, Pippa, I have a question. Do you prefer hand dryers or paper towels? I call paper towels paper cowards. I think they both have different uses. Look up the Asian anti-squatter video. I've seen that. I think squatters are fucked up if they're taking over somebody's house that like they were being rented to or whatever. You know, like somebody just stops paying rent and then they won't leave because squatters' rights or whatever the fuck, or it was like an Airbnb situation, or they were renting a bedroom or whatever the fuck. Like that's fucked up. That's fucked up. But you abandoned a property for 5+ years? Come on, man. Fuck you. Fuck you, man. Finders keepers.
3 hours on my mower back there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. That's crazy, man. She's even got like backyard furniture. Tail mo, thank you. None of
Hey,
the
Storm
boys near me
Spencer
had
here with
my
SB Mowing,
smokes.
and I got this
Oh,
email from this
no.
lady that's a huge fan, and she's here in my hometown of Wichita, and she said that there's this house down the street that she walks by every single day that is out of control. So I went to go check out the property, and she met me there just to tell me what she knew about it. And luckily, she's good friends with the people that live right next door to the home, so she knew a lot about the house.
I'm
Turns
gonna
out a
give
lady used to
another-
live here, and she just randomly moved out.
I'm gonna
She
give
left all
another
her
like
belongings, all of her
kind of
furniture
communist
in the
here
house, and it's
take,
been
all
there
right?
for a year or two now. She
I
doesn't
think
know how to cut
lawn
the grass,
culture
she
is
doesn't take care of
stupid.
the home, and no one's seen her back
I
since she
don't
left.
like
And nobody
lawn
really knows why
culture.
she left, but they
I
do
think
know
that's
that she moved about 20
ridiculous.
minutes away. For
I
some
think
reason,
having
she's
to
still
like
paying the taxes
perfectly
on the house, but
maintain
she's
your
letting us
fake
sit here
ass
for a
looking
while.
yard.
So I thought I would
This
go
is
ahead and
so
get cleaned up,
stupid.
especially for the
You are
neighbors,
so
because the neighbor
stupid.
right next door to the right is about to put
Why
their
is
house
this
on
the
hold.
norm?
So I know this is a
Is
big
that
relief for them
communist?
because
I don't
couldn't
know.
Imagine trying to sell a house with that
HOA
big next
hate,
door.
yeah.
This was a huge transformation because
Depends
some of
on
the
what
grass
kind of
is taller
lawn.
than I am in spots, so you want to be sure to stay till the very end
I want
of
my
this
lawn
video
to be
see the
natural
awesome before and
based.
after pictures. And if you haven't done so yet, go down below for me and click
Growth
that
brings
subscribe button
wildlife.
right there, the big red one. And if you are already subscribed, click the bell notification icon right next
There's
to
a
it.
nice
so you're
model.
notified every
That's
Friday
that's
when I release a
him.
new
That's
video.
not a
It's really the
VTuber
best way to
model.
support
That's a
me,
real
and it allows
person
me
you're
to
looking
continue
at.
doing this type of work for people. Anyways, I hope you
Sounds
enjoyed this
like
video,
dick
and I hope you have a great
propaganda.
rest of your day, a great rest of your week.
Pippa
I'll
yearns
see
for
you
the
next
jungle,
Friday.
yeah.
SB Mowing.
Lawn culture was started by the French monarchy, and now you know what happened. And you know what happened to them. True. We're really gonna let a bunch of French bastards dictate what the average God-blessed American lawn looks like? Nuclear halberd, thank you. Always uninstall lawn and put tile floor. Tile floor? My lawn is longer than that. Based. No, just rocks. I think front yards look better when they're mostly like concrete. That's my personal preference. I think for like a front yard, it feels like it makes more sense to have that entire area just be flat, usable land that you can fence in and use for like, I don't know, grilling or like patio furniture or like garden beds. And then your backyard, because it's like a nice open space most of the time, that's where it makes sense to have like more growth, more plants, more, you know, like the flat grass lawn makes sense in the backyard. You can put all that in the grass, Pippa. It gets dirty and the grass grows and then you have to like try and cut around it. And I prefer a utilitarian front yard and a luxurious resort-like backyard. Crazy Dave, thank you. I can see a lawn for dogs and kids, but we really should be having gardens in our yards. We should all be growing lots of food instead of grass. I agree. I agree. Yeah, grow some food in your front yard. I'll make sure you have a fence. Solid Zero, thank you. These lawns suck. They don't have Pippa designs nor accessories on them. David Brown, thank you. I bet you like brutalist architecture. I just like things to be practical. And I feel like there's not a lot of uses for front lawns. I feel like 99% of people use their front yard as like a showcase to put some silly little decorations and shit out on. And it's like, that's valuable land you ain't doing shit with, man. Do something with it. Silver Dogs, thank you. Pippa from the grill video. Ain't nothing growing in your backyard. Still not gonna thank you. Hot tub or small pool? Are you asking my preference? Probably a hot tub. Can't really do anything in small pools. Tim the Enchanter, thank you. I like rock yards with fountains and designs of different color rocks. Same! Absolute same. This dude is shoveling grass. I prefer not being bullied by the HOA for having my front lawn done in a certain way. Yeah. But they're doing stuff with it, just not stuff you think is useful. What are they doing with it? Using it as a little place to put accessories? I think that's silly. I think there's plenty of places you can put decorations. And it's absurd to me to have a giant chunk of your property be relegated to only putting out some fucking decorations. You know what I think is like super based? What I think would be amazing if more people did, but most people can't do because other people are fucking evil and most cities are corrupt and evil, is when people put out like the farm stands where they'll put like jams and homemade bread and stuff like that up for sale for dirt cheap. I think that is vastly preferable. The honest ones where you leave money, yep. And the free public libraries that people set up, the little book boxes. Those are also based. Market stalls, yeah. Everybody should put out a little free library. True? True and real? This lawnmower is crazy. He has to stand up on it. But he doesn't have to push it. That's so weird. Xena, thank you. What if you had your unkempt front lawn? What? What? Now that would be based. That would be based. It's a zero-turn stand-up. Oh. We live in a low-trust society because of the low standards you're in favor of, Pippa. What low standards? A concrete front lawn? I don't think that's creating a low-trust society. I think that's preventing somebody from having to mow their lawn. Billy Bases, thank you. I'm not concerned about how my lawn looks. I'm concerned about maintaining a tall fence so people can't see my lawn. It's my lawn and for my enjoyment, not theirs. Based. Ghost of Min, thank you. First time I catch your live stream since Anime North. Thanks for the panel back then. Was hella lit. Leaving already. Nah, they probably thought this was a Niji Sanji panel. Why did you censor Niji Sanji like it's a slur, bro? Thank you for the 10 Canadians. Thank you. Concrete would hold a lot of heat. I'm not saying it's perfect. Hello, Mari _en. Concrete. This person has so much yard. This is ridiculous. They should put a goat back here. They should buy several goats. The least offensive N-word, bro. Come on. Yeah, the hog cracker. Mari, I love the Switch 2. Oh my god. You know, I've been like keeping my eye out for a Switch 2, not because I want one, but because it's kind of like a rare animal. I would eat all this grass for free. You should eat all this grass. It's an abandoned property. I think they would appreciate that. Wait, what's the difference between cement and concrete? Finley Enchanter, thank you. I own lawn company. He should be double mowing each strip. Listen, it's a free lawn mow, man. Come crazy, thank you. HOA is hella cringe, true. I've been keeping an eye out for a Switch 2 just because I want to see one. I'll send you one. I'll send you my Switch 2. You can touch it once. I'm okay. I'm okay. I just wanna like see one in the wild. Look at Halbert, thank you. If they had a goat, they wouldn't need to mow it. True. Background noise, thank you. Property taxes can't be cheap on this place. Why just let it sit? I don't know. I was at Walmart the other day and they had a bunch of Pokemon cards. And I just stood there waiting my turn. And this guy in front of me filled up his hand basket all the way to the top. And then looked over at me and said, "Oh, hi, sorry, I'll let you in." And it's like, there's a special place in hell for you. Thank you for so graciously allowing me to look at the Pokemon cards. I really appreciate it. If you didn't let me take a look at the Pokemon cards, you know, that would be your God-given right as a piece of shit scalper to hoard literally everything off of the shelves. I'm sorry that your hand basket got so full that you couldn't put literally anything else in it. I know it really killed your vibe. Tim the Enchanter, thank you. Nintendo L with their new cost of products. Yeah, the Switch 2 is too expensive. I'm gonna wait until they do like a different model, like an upgraded one or whatever. I got a booster box of Destined Rivals yesterday and I'm giggling and kicking my feet. I barely even saw any big fat ugly scalpers. Hell yeah. CPPC Tech, thank you. I just added a video of the new Computer 2.0 I just finished building over on your Reddit. Ooh, I'll take a look at it after this. Reddit, thank you. Pippa, are you super cute IRL or something? How come every single random person talks to you? I don't know. Well, I know I'm not cute, but I don't know why people talk to me. I got conversation soft locked at a store recently yesterday. And I was just standing there while this lady talked to me about, I don't even remember what. I don't remember what. We chatted like a little bit. I asked like, "Oh, do you have any of this in stock?" And she was like, "Oh, no, but you know, like maybe eventually." I was like, "Oh, okay, all right." And then we somehow ended up on the conversation topic of Japan, and she was talking about how much she wanted to visit Japan, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you should go, and if you go, make sure you get a Suica card. It makes traveling so much easier." And I had like at the end of that conversation, it was like perfectly timed that we ended the conversation and my checkout had ended, so I could now grab my stuff and leave. And she said, "Oh, just one more quick thing." And then I stood there for 30 minutes while she talked about something I don't remember. You continued the conversation. I did not. I'm crazy, thank you. Pippa is cuter than she realizes. Nope. Talk thank you. Pippa is cute. Nope. Xena, thank you. Typical woman behavior they say are not cute to fish for compliments. It is not even worth engaging in this discussion. Okay? One more thing. If you walk away from an NPC, dialogue ends. Okay, and I was with another streamer. And after we walked away, we needed to go back to another store, which is how I was able to like end the dialogue. I was like, "Oh, we gotta go run to Walmart. Nice chatting with you." As we walk out, she turns to me and she says, "Wow, you really know everybody in this town, don't you?" And I'm like, "No, I don't. They just trauma dump on me. They just keep talking to me. I don't know how to make it stop." Spartan, thank you. Greaseman, thank you. Leah thinks those stuffed creatures with human teeth are cute. So, yeah, exactly. Background noise, thank you. Cute rabbit in the corner. Whatever. Small town living. It's bad. About here getting unskippable dialogue. I feel bad for complaining about it. And it's not like the end of the world. I don't mind most of the time. But sometimes getting stuck in the conversation encounters, it's like, I have somewhere to be, man. I gotta get the fuck out of here. There's some stores I just straight up will not go to because I know they'll just keep talking and I'll never escape. Thank you, big Pippa gang. Pippa's the local gas station attendant. He mowed the tree. Yeah, he just fucking took that tree out, man. What the hell? This is why you wear AirPods. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm starting to like people with like obnoxiously colored hair because they never want to talk to you. You know the types that I'm talking about? It's like they got like the bright red and black ombre with like the side shave, and you're like, do you know where the ketchup is? And they say, I don't know, let me check. E13. You're like, perfect, thank you, goodbye. Goodbye. I think you're trying to do like a I'm too cool to talk to you shtick or whatever, or you think I'm like some normie yuppie, so you don't want to interact with me, and that is perfect. Please never say another word to me ever again. We have the perfect relationship here. I ask you something, you just answer directly. Thank God. Lucy goes like, you don't make it stop. You always have a Sonic restaurant that is managed by a meth head and the food always slaps. Pick up Gentile, thank you. Being quiet and polite is a magnet for trauma dumping. Man, that's a weird thing. People do not want to talk to you in California. And Pip would love it, but it's California. No, those motherfuckers yap more than anybody. Person with a Japanese name, question mark, thank you. Pippa, you would really enjoy Curb Your Enthusiasm. Would I? A custodian, thank you. Pippa in a past life was a bartender. Now people spill their backstories. And the enchanted, thank you. Lawn care owner here again. I've seen those mowers cut for rebar, so those baby trees don't stand a chance. No! People in California, they're so eager to tell you about how they're about to get out of California. Oh, so the fun little spinning. Yay! People from California, I've heard it all, man. I've heard it all. Yeah, I work as an Uber driver. I spend actually about 90% of the year over in Malaysia, and I fly out here and I rent a Tesla and I do Uber, and I just do it for a few months during the busy season, and then I fly back to Malaysia and I spend I use everything that I made in that time to live off of. I'm just like, oh, good tactic. Okay. Okay. Another person told me all about how she was actually from the same state as me, and she's got family with land and stuff, and she hopes to one day move up, but it's just so much easier to make money in California, and blah 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 blah. And I think there was like some family craziness. There was a waiter I got stuck talking to because he was also from the same state as me, and he loved it there, but San Francisco was just where his people were. And I'm like, okay. All right. Yesterday, I got conversation locked at the pet store. There was a guy with a dog, and the dog had like a funny haircut. And so, to be fair, I did start this interaction. I said, "Can I take a picture of your dog?" And he said, "Yeah." And I took a picture of his dog, and then I went back to waiting in the checkout, and he just kept talking to me about his dog and how his dog is mixed corgi, Jack Russell, and something else I don't remember. I think dachshund. And I was like, I could barely understand him because he was mumbling. He just keeps talking about his dog. It was like, yeah, you know, 4th of July is coming up. I used to work nights, and so I would never be able to be at home with my dog. But the past few years, now I'm on disability, so now I'm able to stay home with my dog. And last year, my dog looked at me because she knows what time I used to go to work at. And my dog, she was like, you better not be leaving, man. And I was like, don't worry, I'm on disability now. And so I got to stay with my dog. And I'm just sitting there like, oh. Yeah, it's a cute dog. Yeah. And then later, during 4th of July, all the fireworks are popping off, and I'm like, oh man, I see what you had to go through. And he keeps talking. And it keeps talking, and it keeps talking, and it keeps talking, and it keeps talking. And I can only make out a little bit of what he's saying. It's like, people just want someone to talk to. I guess so. I guess so. Dog owner for you, but I get it. True, dog owners love yapping about their dogs. It's not dialogue, it's a cutscene. Unskippable cutscene. You need to learn to lie about appointments. Seems like the power company would get pissed about having the lawn grow over the transformer pedestal like that. Is that an issue? Probably look approachable. I don't know, man. People are supposed to be social creatures. They ramble for so long and start to say some insane stuff. Bro, have you ever been stuck in a cutscene with a drug addict? Those are some interesting one-sided conversations. Completely incomprehensible, but interesting nonetheless. Terrence Von Leo, thank you. What I find fascinating about these stories is you actually listen. When I get talked at, I tend to zone out. It feels rude not to listen, because then they'll be like, you know, and if I don't know, what am I supposed to say? Yeah, I know. What if that's the wrong answer? I'll run, thank you. Pippa, I think you're suffering from a phenomenon known as the halo effect. I don't know what that is. Oh my god, yes, every time I go to Circle K. Oh man. When the drug addict starts rambling about how their baby mama tried to kill them with a Zippo lighter, and they ended up going to jail for 6 months in the drunk tank because they ran a stoplight trying to kill her or trying to escape from her, and she was in the back seat with the Zippo lighter and shit, and you're just like, I don't think this story is true. But I'm not gonna argue with you. Just keep going, bro. Just keep living your best life. It's California. Some people there are friendly and social. I'm shy, so I normally not like it. When I visit California, they're nice and happy to talk to people. Hell yeah. I'm happy for you. Binary goes, thank you. The halo effect is where you're so good at the halo that people can't help but want to talk to you and connect with those 6 skills. What, like the game? Wait a thank you, Pippa, you fool. You don't have to pay any attention ever. Just apply Solid Snake's conversation technique. Repeat what they last said as a question. Man. Chronic liars have the best stories. There's nothing more insane than actually knowing a chronic liar and witnessing them ramble to other people, and you're just stood there like, do you not feel any sense of shame at all or embarrassment? The person standing next to you right now, me, knows that everything you're saying is a bold-faced lie. And you're okay to just continue like that? You don't feel awkward about this at all? It's bad enough that you're lying out your ass for no reason constantly. But also somebody right next to you knows that you're lying. This isn't gonna stop you at all? Lavanian, thank you. I got stuck in a convo with a drug dealer once about him switching to scalping Pokemon cards because it was safer than selling drugs. Oh my god. What the fuck? Pokemon's gonna stop the drug crisis. Now imagine the lies they tell you. True. I knew this one lady who would talk about how she used to live in New York City. I don't remember if she said she lived in Manhattan, but most of her stories were about Manhattan. And she was like, I got involved in some real nasty stuff. You wouldn't believe it. I got involved in Santeria, and that's a Cuban Caribbean Catholic religion. She would talk like that, and I'm just sitting there like, okay. And she would go, yeah. Honey, you would not believe the stuff I had to go through. We would all gather at the church, which was, and then she would like name the place. I don't remember where it was. And it was this big, beautiful building. And you would go in there and everyone is dressed in white. And you go inside and you're dressed in white and you're blessed. You're blessed by the spirit leaders, or whatever the fuck she called them. The shamans. And they tell you you sit there on the floor and a bowl is passed around of a concoction of wine and blood. They slaughter a lamb in front of everybody. They raise this lamb and they slaughter it. I knew the person who raised the lamb. And they slaughter it and they pour some of the blood into the bowl and they pass it around and you have to drink from it. And this is how you unlock your I forget what you call them. I don't remember. Maybe somebody in chat knows. But it's like your guy, your thing. I don't know. Sharingan, no. Chakra, no. You get like an Alaguar of it, of like your deity guy. I don't know. Paradox of Madness, thank you. That is not Catholic. Anyway, she keeps talking. She's like, Chaka, I think, is it called Chaka? That sounds familiar. Anyway, she keeps talking. She's like, and after that, you are taken to the father's house where you are not allowed to feed yourself or dress yourself or bathe yourself for 2 weeks, and you stay like this, and they take care of you. And I'm just like, I'm just sitting here like, really? Wow. What do they feed you? All kinds of things. Delicious, juicy, yummy fruit, grapes off the vine. They treat you like royalty. You are part of the, I forget how she called it, but you're like part of the group, whatever. And I'm just like, Rising Nova, thank you. I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. I had a million VTubers and I viewed them all. Background noise, thank you. Should have stun locked her with some stories of your own. No. I don't like sharing. I like talking about stuff on stream, but in real life, it's like, I don't know, it's too awkward. It's too awkward. I don't like it. So anyway, she keeps talking about this shit. She's got like Alaguars, which are like these little totem guys. And if you have to like give them Cuban cigars and stuff to keep them happy. And if you make any trouble for them, they haunt you and she was convinced that some people she knew had bothered them. She was also convinced she could like cast spells, which I don't think that's very Catholic. Casting spells? I don't know. But she talked about you could like cast spells on people, but whatever you did would be delivered onto you twofold. And I couldn't help but wonder, why didn't you just like cast money spells for people then? By that logic, you all get money. Yay! I don't know. Anyways. It was interesting. She had a lot of stories. One time she was selling perfume bottles. And I was watching her sell these perfume bottles. And she was telling this lady how she used to own like a perfume store, and she had to go out of business, and now she had all these bottles of perfume that she needed to sell. And I'm sitting there like, you have literally never owned a perfume business. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, man? What are you rambling about? This is just not true. What?
I thought it was, just because the front yard doesn't look very big.
She
and then you get to the backyard.
She told me about how she used to
spent about 5 hours on the mower, just
work
make it look a lot better.
in Manhattan
There, and you guys are going to
for
be absolutely shocked these before
Donald J.
So
Trump.
I just want to thank you all for watching to the very end of this video. I really,
She met with him personally for
but if you did want to support me just
business.
further, you can go check out my
A13, thank you.
awesome
Is this a Raid
merchandise
Shadow
and
Lawn
my
Simulator where you pay to have the lawnmower cut the grass for you?
Anyways,
Yeah.
I hope you all enjoyed this one. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Of course.
a
Of
great rest
course.
your week. I'll see you next Friday.
And she talked about the mafias in New York, and she was like, yeah, you better be careful when you're in New York, because any street that you're on, you don't know who it belongs to, and who it belongs to, they might not like you. And I'm just like, I don't think it works like that. I don't think it works like that. I mean, you know, I'm sure there are like crime syndicates in New York, but I don't think that they're gonna try and kill you randomly. Daily basis, thank you. I wonder if they either can't pick up on the cues to stop talking, or if you're not emoting enough. Maybe. I don't care for random people. Presumably not. I feel like there would be a lot more crime in New York. Not to say there's not a lot of crime, but I feel like there would be a lot more crime. And it would be pretty identifiable if random people are getting killed just for being on this or that turf. Sasha Greymon, thank you. Why does it seem like you exclusively talk to Florida mans? I don't know. Astro Brick, thank you. Santa comes from old African religion Yoruba. When the Spanish brought the slaves, they combined their religion with Catholicism. Oh. But do you have any tips for keeping the ants off of you? These little guys are gonna keep dying if they keep getting on me. I don't know. Pick your feet up off the ground. Put 7 garden dust or diatomaceous earth in your windowsills or wherever they're getting in from. I guess. Tell them you don't speak English. I have no idea if that's true or not, by the way, about the Santeria stuff. I have no idea. It sounded kind of absurd. Man, look at how big this yard is. This is crazy. See, I feel like this makes sense to keep it grass because you can use it for a whole lot. It's a very fun-looking yard. There's some insecticide around the house. I would be careful about insecticides because they can end up killing birds and stuff. Hey Pippa, what we watching?